What is going on, my beautiful, lovely, powerful creators? How are we all doing today? I hope we're all getting our manifestations as we should be. I want to share with you my exact foolproof manifestation routine so that if you're having trouble finding a routine that's perfect for you, this can kind of inspire you a little bit. But I really want to point you in the direction of how to create a manifestation routine that always works for you every single time. So we're going to discuss all of this and more in more detail. But first, I want to talk to you guys about Keen, who is sponsoring this video today. Keen connects you with super talented tarot readers, astrologers, and psychics who can give you really insightful advice on your manifestations. So if you're manifesting something and you're wondering where it is or trying to figure out your blocks or anything like that, these advisors each have unique gifts that are designed to help you figure all of that out. They can help you determine where your mind is currently at so that you can get to your manifestations quicker and more efficiently. And it's super, super easy to get a reading on Keen. All you have to do is create an account and you'll be able to choose from hundreds of advisors that are online right now. Just scroll until you find something that calls out to you. And then you can connect with that advisor via phone call or text chat, whatever you feel more comfortable with. As a new customer on Keen, you can get your first 5-minute reading for only $1. Just go to trykeen.com/erincav or click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. And let's get into this video today. So guys, first I want to talk about the basics of manifestation, especially if you are new to manifestation, to the law of assumption. If you're just trying everything and you don't know what works for you yet, then try everything. There's nothing wrong with trying everything, because what we want to do anyway is we want to fully saturate our mind with our desire, not becoming so obsessed with obtaining our desire or attracting our desire, but knowing that our desire is coming from within, and we want to saturate our minds with the fact that we currently have this and we're literally like quantum leaping into a reality where we currently have it and we're experiencing it. And I know that's a scary word, quantum leaping. What does that mean? It just means you're putting yourself in the space-time bubble where you have this thing. And that can easily be done by imagining that you have it or just stating, I have this, I am this. Every time you do one of those techniques that people are always telling you about, you're quantum leaping into the reality of yourself that has it. So we want to super saturate our minds with having this desire and knowing that we have it. And if you don't know what techniques you like or what techniques will work the best for you, here's a secret, they're all going to work. But you want to be doing the one that you enjoy the most. And once you start doing all these things, you'll start to notice that your manifestations are coming to you. And you can use your intuition as a guide to really realize which of these techniques are helping you get there the fastest, best, most enjoyable way. You'll know with your intuition, but you can just straight up ask yourself, when was a time that I remember wanting something so badly, and then it ended up coming into my life in the exact way that I wanted it to happen? Then you ask yourself, okay, what did I do to make that happen? Did I imagine it multiple times? Did I pretend that I already had it? Did I affirm over and over, I'm going to get this? All of these things that you used to do before you realized what manifesting was. You were still manifesting, you just didn't know it. So we want to go back and think about those big things that we accomplished without realizing we were even doing it. I went on a trip to LA once and we rented a Porsche. And I was making a joke in the vlog that I had a Porsche. I owned a Porsche. I got my dream car. I finally got my dream car. I joked my way into having a Porsche, and then I ended up manifesting one without even realizing it. So I'm thinking then, okay, you know what? Playing the role, pretending that I have something and joking about it, speaking about it as if I had it, that worked for me. But you also still need to not be delulu. And I know a lot of manifestation coaches on here, and even I've said it myself, like, be delulu until it comes trululu. Like, that's the whole premise of law of assumption, right? We're pretending we have something. But it's because we're not actually pretending. We do know deep down that in one reality or the other, in our preferred reality, in our preferred outcome, we have this thing. So we're kind of being delusional to everything and everyone telling us and showing us that we don't have it. But you don't need to be so delusional that you ignore your life. You need to accept that this is one of the many outcomes that can happen. It is your preferred and your desired outcome would be to have this desire. But there are also many more outcomes, limitless potential outcomes. And this one is just an option. You're currently experiencing a different option, but you want to experience that one. So we're going to change that and get this new one by reminding ourselves that we already have it. It's already out there. It's a possibility. You will drive yourself crazy if you refuse to see that. So let's get on into the point of this video. I want to talk about what I do and what I don't do to manifest, because I've gotten it down to pretty much what works for me foolproof every time. And it's just a few things. It's easy to follow, so you can give this a try if you'd like. If you're new to this especially, give it a try. But the main thing that I find really works the best for me is using SATs. And SATs is state akin to sleep. So you are in a state akin to sleep first thing in the morning, last thing before you go to bed, and multiple times throughout the day when you feel yourself zoning out, when you're doing like mundane tasks, or even just, you're reading a book or you're watching a TV show and all of a sudden you click, whoa, I missed that whole thing. Where was I? You're in state akin to sleep. And those are optimal times for manifesting. That's why it's important to not let your thoughts drift in those times to unfavorable circumstances, especially at night before you go to sleep. That is the most crucial one, because what you fall asleep thinking is what you end up thinking about throughout your night. So now you're waking up and your subconscious is going to be creating that throughout your day. Reflections of it. Do you ever have a dream? It felt so real and you cannot stop thinking about it throughout the day. You keep dwelling on it. So what I do is I do SATs. First thing when I wake up, I am imagining my desire, and I'm a very visual person. So I can play scenarios in my head, and I just pick a small scene that I play over and over and over. And then throughout the day, I pick one affirmation that aligns with that thing. And I say one affirmation because I don't want to be consciously thinking of my desire and ways to get my desire and just spiraling about not having my desire. I don't ever want to think that I'm working to get my desire. So I pick one affirmation that implies that I already have this thing, such as, I make $1,000 a day. And that's what I'm affirming throughout the day, any time I get a mental break. When I'm in the shower, when I'm driving, anything like that. It's just constantly right there in my mind as a go-to thought. And you can't think against this thought, especially any time that you were to have a thought come up like, this bill just went through and I don't have any money to pay it. Or, I really want to buy that thing, but I don't have the money for it. That's your cue to start affirming again. I make $1,000 a day. I make $1,000 a day. I make $1,000 a day. This isn't favorable that my bill just came through, but I make $1,000 a day. I'm going to be okay. I am going to choose a reality where I make $1,000 a day so that this thing will not trigger me ever again. Also, what I do is I try to surround myself with subliminal messaging that relates to my desire. Subliminals are crazy, and if you haven't seen my last video on subliminals, go watch that where I explain how they work. Subliminals can be auditory or visual. Create a vision board of your desire and put it somewhere that you look at every day. You don't even have to study it. I used to have one as the background of my computer. And so every time I got on my computer, I saw it and I looked at it, but I didn't think anything about it. Fast forward, and all of these things on my vision board were happening. And I was looking at it one day and I was like, oh my gosh, this happened, this happened, this happened. And so now I have set that as a background on my phone. So anytime I check my phone, look at how many times you click on your phone and look at it all day long, every day. Every single time you check your phone, you could be subliminally showing yourself the life that you want to live. So take a picture, edit a little picture of your desire, and put that as a screensaver on your phone, and you will see it constantly. So subliminal through visuals, but also through auditory stuff. I make a lot of subliminals. I've talked about this before. Go check them out. There are subliminals with pop music that you can listen to throughout the day that you just think you're singing a pop song along with, but it's really getting in your brain. And then there are the ones that you can listen to that are 9 hours long. So play them throughout the night while you're asleep, or throughout the day while you're working, studying, cleaning, anything. Make your own. make your own subliminal that is your one affirmation on repeat underneath audio. And then the final thing is, of course, like I said, sats at night. So then I get into bed and I'm either affirming or I am visualizing my desire until I fall asleep. You want to carry that into sleep. And I'll do another video coming soon on SATs and different ways that you can do it, because I have done it in many different ways and they have all worked super, super well. It is such a powerful technique. I don't know why people will hear about this technique and not do it. I don't understand it, because it is the most powerful thing. So let's go real quick on what I don't do, because I don't want you guys to be making these little mistakes. I am never obsessing. I'm never obsessing, and I'm constantly enjoying my current circumstance, even if it's the opposite. I'm enjoying my life because I want to be distracted from the fact that I don't have that desire yet. So you want to be immersing yourself in your desire through your affirmations and techniques, and then distracting yourself from the fact that you're not seeing it yet by enjoying your life, enjoying all your other creations. Also, what I don't do is I do not talk about it. I do not talk about my desire with anyone. That's why I'm careful with the examples that I give when I'm manifesting something I don't even want to be talking about on this channel. You don't want people putting these negative doubts and fears into your head, because people can't keep their mouth shut. And you don't need anybody telling you that you don't have your desire. Yes, I know I don't have it. That's why I'm manifesting it. Neville Goddard: when you pray, enter into your closet, and when you have shut your door, pray to your Father, which is in secret. That means to go within, to discuss your desire, to affirm, to do your techniques, to do anything to be manifesting your desire. You go within and you do it privately and in secret. There is no reason that you need to share anything with anybody else on the outside, because they are going to reflect to you all of your doubts around it. I'm manifesting being in a relationship with blank. But when was the last time you guys even spoke? Doing all of this is to get into the state of having and feeling like your desire is here already, because it is. The moment that you decided that you wanted something, it was already on its way to you. That is what invoked that feeling of desire in you. Because in another life, in another timeline, you have it, you're enjoying it. Your only goal with your techniques is to invoke a general feeling of positivity surrounding this desire. You know that nothing can stop it from coming to you. You know that it is meant for you. You know that no matter what you see, you have a positive feeling of contentment, because this thing is yours. When you reach that, nothing can stop it from coming to you. When you reach that, you're already there. And when you already know you have something, you are going to be enjoying your life. So you need to be enjoying your life now. Or else, when you get that thing, you might be so used to not enjoying your life that you're not even going to be happy when it shows up. So keep things simple as possible. Find a few things that work really well for you. It's not supposed to feel like work. It's supposed to feel natural, because it's going to come to you naturally. If you're new at this, it's going to seem more like processes and techniques and work at first. But I promise you that the more you do it and the more you get into this natural state of being the creator, into this new way of thinking and living to control your experiences and what you see in life, all of that will become your natural state. You'll know, without even trying to, the foolproof method of manifesting for yourself. You can use mine as a blueprint for now, but what you enjoy and what gets you to your desires in the most enjoyable way is what you should do. Disregard anything else, anything that doesn't make you feel excited or gives you a headache or stresses you out. Do not do that. You don't have to do that. You are the creator and you create all the rules in your reality. You decide what works and what doesn't work. Your only job is to keep creating and keep desiring things and bringing them into your life and living your best life ever. That's your only job. So do it. All right, guys, that is about it for this video today. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, concerns, leave them in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in a future video. Okay, bye.